I have often heard it said from me father and me mother that going to a wedding is the makings of another. Well, if this be so, then I'll go without a bidding. Oh, it's kind Providence, won't you send me to a wedding? For it's, oh dear me, how will it be if I die an old maid in the garret? Oh, now there's my sister Jean, she's not handsome or good looking, scarcely 16 and a feller she was courting, and now she's 24 with a son and a daughter. Here am I 45 and I'd never had an offer, and it's, oh dear me, how will it be if I die an old maid in the garret? I can cook and I can sew, I can keep the house right tidy, rise up in the morning and get the breakfast ready. But there's nothing in this wide world would make me half so cheery as a wee fat manny who would call me his own dearie. And it's, oh dear me, how will it be if I die an old maid in the garret? Oh, come landsman or come tinsman, come tinker or come tailor, come fiddler or come dancer, come ploughboy or come sailor, come rich man, come poor man, come fool or come witty, come any man at all that would marry me for pity. And it's, oh dear me, how will it be if I die an old maid in the garret? Oh, well, I'll away home, for there's nobody heeding, there's nobody heeding to poor Annie's pleading. And I'll away home to my own wee bit garret. If I can't get a man, then I'll surely get a parrot. For it's, oh dear me, how will it be if I die an old maid in the garret?
It is past, and the summers come at last, and the birds, they are singing in the trees. Their little hearts are glad, but mine is very sad, for my true love is far away
Oh, then tell me, Sean O'Farrell, tell me why you hurried so. Hush me vocal, hush and listen, and his cheeks were all in a glow. I bear orders from the captain, get you ready quick and soon. For the pikes must be together by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon. For the pikes must be together by the rising of the moon. Spot by the river, right well known to you and me. One more word for signal token, whistle up the marching tune. When you pike upon your shoulder by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon. When you pike upon your shoulder by the rising of the moon. Out of many a mud-wall cabin, eyes were watching through the night. And many a heart was beating by the coming morning light. Wormers passed along the valley like the banshee's lonesome croon, and 1,000 blades were flashing by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon, and 1,000 blades were flashing by the rising of the moon. All along the singing river at dark mass of men were seen, while high above them floated their own beloved green. There to every foe and traitor forward strike the marching tune, and the army boys for freedom, 'tis the rising of the moon. 'Tis the rising of the moon, 'tis the rising of the moon, and the army boys for freedom, 'tis the rising of the moon. 'Tis the rising of the moon, 'tis the rising of the moon, and our army boys for freedom, 'tis the rising of the moon. 'Tis the rising of the moon, 'tis the rising of the moon, and our army boys for freedom, 'tis the rising of the moon.
Enniskillen, fare thee well for a while, and all around the borders of Erin's green isle. And when the war is over, we'll return in full bloom, and we'll all welcome home our Enniskillen Dragoons. Our troops were made ready at the dawning of the day. From lovely Enniskillen they were marching away. They put us on board a ship to cross the raging Maid, and to fight a cruel battle in the sunny land of Spain. Fare thee well, Enniskillen, fare thee well for a while, and all around the borders of Erin's green isle. And when the war is over, we'll return in full bloom, and we'll all welcome home our Enniskillen Dragoons. Oh, Spain is a gallant land where wine and ale flow free. There's lots of lovely women there to dandle on your knee, and often in a tavern there we'd make the rafters ring, when every soldier in the house would raise his glass and sing. Fare thee well, Enniskillen, fare thee well for a while, and all around the borders of Erin's green isle. And when the war is over, we'll return in full bloom, and we'll all welcome home our Enniskillen Dragoons. Well, we fought for Ireland's glory there, and many a man did fall, from musket and from bayonet and from thundering cannonball. And many a foeman we laid low amid the battle throng, and as we prepared for action you would often hear this song. Fare thee well, Enniskillen, fare thee well for a while, and all around
dear, and they kiss so sweet and comforting as they clung to each other. They went arm in arm along the road like sister and brother. They went arm in arm along the road till they came to a stream, and they both sat down together, loved to hear the nightingale sing. Out of his knapsack he took a fine fiddle, and he played her such a merry tune that you ever did hear. He played her such a merry tune that the valleys did ring, and they both sat down together, loved to hear the nightingale sing. And they kissed so sweet and comforting as they clung to each other. They went arm in arm along the road like sister and brother. Well, they went arm in arm along the road till they came to a stream, and they both sat down together, loved to hear the nightingale sing. Well, I'm off to India for 7 long years, drinking wine and strong whiskey instead of pale beer. And if ever I return again, 'twill be in the spring, and we'll both sit down together, love to hear the nightingale sing. And they kiss so sweet and comforting as they clung to each other. They went arm in arm along the road like sister and brother. Well, they went arm in arm along the road till they came to a stream, and they both sat down together, loved to hear the nightingale sing.
Sergeant William Bailey was a man of great renown. In search of gallant young recruits, he used to scout the town. His frame was fine and swarty, of medals he had 40, and ribbons in his hat, red, white and blue. It was he who looked ahead, oh, and made the people stare, oh, as he stood at Dunphy's corner, Tooraloo. Now Sergeant William Bailey, what a wretched sight to see. Tooraloo. His back that once was stiff and straight, sure it's almost meant in three. Tooraloo. To take his dirty shilling, and things for him are looking very blue. So in spite of fife and drumming, no more recruits are coming for Sergeant William Bailey Tooraloo. Well, alas for human greatness, every doggy has his day. Tooraloo. And Sergeant William Bailey, he is getting old and grey. Tooraloo. Some rebel youths with placards have called his army blackguards and told the Irish boyhood what to do. He has lost his occupation, let's sing in jubilation for Sergeant William Bailey Tooraloo.
Well, here I am from Paddy's land, the land of high renown. I broke the hearts of all the girls from my round Dublin town. And when they hear that I'm away, they raise a hullabaloo. When they hear about the handsome lad, they call O'Donoghue. Way at the
the boy to blazer, and I'm the boy to taser. I'm the boy to squeezer, and I tell you what I do. I put her like an Irishman of a broken barney too. They're gonna be rollicking, holligan, swalligan, walligan, foul-a-da-da-doo. I wish my love was a red rose growing on yon garden wall, and me to be a dewdrop and upon her brow I fall. Perhaps though she might think of me as a rather heavy Jew, no more she'd love with the handsome that they call a da-da-doo. Way, I'm the boy to blazer, and I'm the boy to taser. I'm the boy to squeezer, and I tell you what I do. I put her like an Irishman of a broken barney too. They're gonna be rollicking, holligan, swalligan, walligan, foul-a-da-da-doo. I hear that Queen Elizabeth has a daughter fine and grand. Perhaps she'd take it into her head for to marry an Irishman. And if I get a chance for to speak a word or two, perhaps she'll take a notion to the foul-a-da-da-doo. Way, I'm the boy to blazer, and I'm the boy to taser. I'm the boy to squeezer, and I tell you what I do. I put her like an Irishman of a broken barney too. They're gonna be rollicking, holligan, swalligan, walligan, foul-a-da-da-doo.
Come to the bower or the free boundless ocean, where the stupendous waves roll in thunder and motion, where the mermaids are seen and the fierce tempest gathers o'er Loch Erin the green, the dear land of our fathers. Will you come? Will you come to the bower? Will you come to the land of O'Neill and O'Donnell, of Lord Lucan the Bold, the immortal O'Connell, where King Brian drove the Danes and St. Patrick the Vermin, and those valleys remain still most beautiful and charming. Will you come? Will you come to the bower? You can see Dublin City, the fine roads of Blarney, the Banbine and Liffey, the lakes of Killarney. You can ride on the Tide or the broad majestic Shannon. You can sail round Loch Ness and see storied Dungannon. Will you come? Will you come to the bower? Come and awake our lost land from its slumbers, and her feathers will break links that long are encumbered, and the air will resound with Hosanna to greet you. On the shores will be found gallant Irishmen to greet you. Will you come? Will you come to the bower? Will you come? Will you come to the bower? Will you come? Will you come to the bower? Will you come?
As I walk down the shady lane, a door I chanced to knock. Have you any pots or kettles, mum, rusty holes to block? Sure, well, indeed I have, don't you know I have? With a mere rifle down a laddie, oh, well, indeed I have. The missus came out to the door, she asked me to come in. You're welcome, jolly tinker, but I hope you brought your tin. Sure, well, indeed I did, don't you know I did? With a mere rifle down a laddie, oh, well, indeed I did. She led me through the kitchen, then she brought me through the hall. The servants cried, the devil, has he come to block us all? How well indeed I have, don't you know I have? With a mere rifle down a laddie, oh well indeed I have. And she fell on the feather bed, and sure I fell on it too. Oh, well, indeed I did, don't you know I did. When my rifle down a laddie, oh, well, indeed I did. She began to knock, to let the servants know, me lads, that I was at me work. Sure, well, indeed I was, don't you know I was. Well, my rifle down a laddie, oh, well, indeed I was. She put her hand away down in her pocket, and she pulled up £20. Take that, me jolly tinker, and we'll have another round. Oh, well, indeed we will, don't you know we will. Well, my rifle down a laddie, oh, well, indeed we will. I've been a jolly tinker now for 40 years or more, and devil the finer job, me lads, I ever did before. How well indeed I did, don't you know I did. Well, my rifle down a laddie, sure well indeed I didn't.
'Twas a morning in July, I was walking to Tipperary, when I heard a battle cry from the mountains overhead. As I looked up in the sky, saw an Irish soldier laddie. He looked at me quite fearlessly and said, "Will you stand in the band like a true Irishman? We'll go to fight the forces of the crown. Will you march with O'Neill through an Irish battlefield? For tonight we're going to free old Wexford town." Said I to a soldier boy, "Will you take me to your captain? 'Twould be my pride and joy for to march with you today. My young brother fell at Cork, and my son at Enniskillen. Unto the noble captain I did say, I will stand in the band like a true Irishman. We'll go to fight the forces of the crown. We will march with O'Neill through an Irish battlefield, for tonight we're going to free old Wexford town." As we marched back from the field in the shadow of the evening, with our banners flying low to the memory of the day, we return unto our homes, but without my soul, dear laddie. But I never will forget those words he said. I will stand in the band like a true Irishman. We'll go to fight the forces of the crown. We will march with O'Neill through an Irish battlefield, for tonight we're going to free old Wexford town. Yes, I will stand in the band like a true Irishman. We'll go to fight the forces of the crown. We will march with O'Neill through an Irish battlefield, for tonight we're